you're probably an affiliate, a coach, a representative of a company, a distributor, a team leader of some sort. You provide a difference. You provide a transformation to other people in their life. And what you really want to do is you want to start increasing your yeses by 75%, right? That's what you're really here for. And you're ready to 10x your engagement rates on social media. You would love to sign on high ticket clients, okay? It'd be a dream come true if you could own your own signature program to offer your team or others like them in exchange for 100% profits. This is how your leaders in the industry are able to tap into thousands of dollars, okay, out of each and every single client they sign on, right? So you want to get to that point. You don't want to stay in that employee state of mind where you're just basically earning commissions and, you know, feeling like, hey, you're doing good if you can just get $5,000, $6,000, $1,000 a month in your business. And granted, that's what your business is generating. That's not what you're getting paid because your business has expenses, right? So you've probably tried all the strategies, tactics, and tools you think you can stomach, and you're still just getting crickets, okay, as they say. You've heard that phrase, I'm sure. So it's arguably a guarantee, actually, that you're well aware of business coaching and the dramatic shift it would mean for your overall success and peace of mind. But because there's oftentimes a but, here's the thing. They charge thousands of dollars, and these programs really only add to your plate. Am I right? You damn right I'm right. They keep you busy. Oh, yeah. And you're only open to or capable of investing in low-ticket coaching courses, okay? Because your business is not making that much. It's the reason why you went into business anyways in the first place. Most of the reason is you wanted to earn some extra money, okay? Maybe you even wanted to quit your 9-to-5 job and do it full time. There are low-ticket courses out there. You're only given what you need to just keep paying over and over and over and over again. You know the kind where you get on and you get this little course and it shows you how to do something, but you've got to pay for a tool and you got to learn how to use that tool too. And then, you get to the end of the course and, well, now they want you to pay for an even bigger course and so on and so forth. Maybe you get to the end of the course and they're all like, well, we noticed a lot of our students needed to learn some more about Facebook ads and, so now we've got this course we're going to offer you on Facebook ads. You need it. You need it because we only covered the bases, and we didn't cover the entire field. Okay, so here's a few things that you need on the outskirts here, and you got to get those now. Struggling to undermine your need to be provided with top-level guidance, the coaching, okay, that comes from someone not looking to convince you into using specific tools or signing up with a specific business opportunity, okay? So you're sitting there, you're absorbing this content points you to a webinar. At the end of the webinar, they want to tell you, we'll sign up for our coaching program, and we're going to teach you all of this and and here's the thing, guys, you know you need that advocate, that somebody on your side that'll hold your hand and help you through all this. But you also know that you're only going to get a piece of it. And you also know that they're going to point you in a direction that gets you onto a tool and all of these things, and maybe a completely different business opportunity too. So you want to, but you also feel like, you know, I wish I could just pay this guy or this gal to be my bestie for the next 30 days and help me put this thing together the way I want to, using the tools I want to use, okay? Or the business opportunity I want to focus on, right? You're in the right place, okay? I'm covering things that, hey, if this is who you are, let me tell you something. You're in the right place, because we're going to tackle all of that. That's going to be gone, okay? Gone with the wind are these days. So you want to build your list, but you're busy doing busy work inside of these courses. There's a different coach for each part of your business you need to focus on. You're frequently faced with conflicting arguments on which methods work best. You know you need to put together an operating system, okay? So you know you need like an email autoresponder, and you need a funnel and all of these things, right? But each program is telling you to use a different tool. So you join this program and they have you open a Lead Pages account. Well, then the next program you join, well, now they want to tell you to open ClickFunnels, or they want to tell you that you need to work with Aweber, because the course is focused on someone who's working with Aweber. You know, that's the platform they choose to put inside the course. So, and that's because they're affiliated with that particular software, right? So, every time you access a new training course, you can expect to spend hours a day for up to a week just in trying to get through the modules and homework assignments. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So let me ask you something, okay? Isn't there a better way? When's the madness gonna end, right? I'm here to tell you that it's really not. It doesn't have to be that complicated. It really doesn't have to be that complicated. These courses are really there for people who already have validated businesses. And when I say, you know, like a validated established business, this is a business that it's already reached the point where it is paying its CEO, okay, it's paying you, the solopreneur, $10,000 or more every single month like clockwork. You can expect to earn that dream, ideal income that you expect from your business. I mean, you're a business owner. Come on, you should get paid good, okay? This is why you're doing this, because let me tell you something. It's not as rewarding when you're stuck only generating a few $100s here and there, and you can't count on anything. You can't quit your 9-to-5 job. You can't rely on your business to be sustainable. And on top of that, you know, your business has to scale. It can't just stay stagnant or you're going to lose everybody, right? So, you know, you need to be generating at least 5 figures every single month for yourself, okay? So oftentimes the coaches are also doing these processes. They're having their clients fill out worksheets and do other tasks, right? And these things are typically on the coach's agenda. but not on the client's agenda. Okay, this is covering things that are helping the coach to know more about you so that when you get on the phone with the coach later on down the road, sometimes you don't get that one-on-one support that you need from that coach until you've paid close to 10 grand, I know I didn't start receiving it until after I paid $37,000. So, it gets up there. They're not focused on the type of results that the clients want, okay? You want to get in there, you want to say, hey guys, just give me the thing that I need to just get online and do this and get a result right now, today. I want to have people sign up for my this. I want to sell so much of this. I want to build my that, blah, blah, blah. A result, something that I got it done. It's done. And it's providing your business with that. Okay, now we're here. We're no longer back there. We're now here, and do that in one day. Okay? Not have to watch 50 million things to finally get this thing that helps you to start thinking more, So here's a great question, okay? Most business opportunists ponder over, and it's probably a question you yourself have wondered countless times. Why does it take one person 90 days and the others 18 months? Who knows? I mean, it's a question we all would love to know, right? Because here's the thing, it's different for everybody. Some of it is the skills and background you bring to the table. Some of it is your mindset and your confidence levels, okay? There are a lot of factors that determine how fast your results will happen, okay? The skills you bring to the table, your experience, all sorts of things. That's why it's so important that you get a high-ticket coaching program as soon as you possibly can. It really is. It's super freaking important. And hey, I'm not telling you to go out there and start spending a bunch of money on things, okay, on courses. I'm going to get to that. Because the chances of you uncovering what's standing in your way and unblocking your path to sustainable and scalable growth all by yourself is almost as impossible as trying to swim from England to New York, okay, wearing nothing but a Speedo. And yes, you're likely going to run into sharks. That's to say you're likely going to be gobbled up by confidence killers very early on in the game. Why else do you think there's that 97% failure rate? That's why. Okay? Because you've got all these little factors that are standing in your way, and we can't uncover all of them in one piece of content. So, constant information overload, okay? There's tons of content out there for all these different situations, and we can't uncover them all unless we're with you, unless we talk to you. And you as a person. Your little worksheet that you hand in as homework ain't covering it. It don't cover it, okay? You've got to be able to work with your coach. You just have to. And if you don't, and you're stuck sitting around, and you're in your head, and you're just doing all this busy stuff, okay, then your confidence starts to drag down. You're no longer motivated, okay? Your inspiration is the only thing you've got to hang on to. That's everlasting, okay? What inspires you to do this, that'll always be there. But what motivates you, that comes and goes. And, it causes this 97% failure rate, and I can't stand it, and that's why I'm here, okay? I have the ability to do this, and so I'm going to do it, right? So it's been my mission since the very beginning to get the rapid results coaching into the lives of whoever is open to receiving it. I don't care what your financial situation is. That shouldn't dictate whether or not you have the opportunity to get this information. It shouldn't. It shouldn't dictate whether or not you have the opportunity to get the service that is provided. There are people out there who have the time, who have the energy because they love this. I do. I absolutely love this. I know if I can do this, there are other people out there who can do the same. And, I haven't found anybody, but that's not going to stop me from being that person. If I'm the first, I'm the first. If I'm one of 20, I'm one of 20. Either way, I know I can do this, and I want to do it. I want to do it because I feel like it's important. It's super freaking important. So even if you're someone who feels like your hands are tied because of some financial or time constraining factors you're going through right now, maybe you've just got some skepticism going on up there and you're sure your spouse is not going to hear another, this is it. Okay? What's it called? Pitch. Let me tell you something. I feel your pain there because I can't tell you how many times I approached my husband years ago and told him that, oh my gosh, I think this is gonna make the difference, and he's got to that point where he's like ready to bash my head in the second I start talking about marketing after having watched a webinar. He doesn't want to hear it, right? So here's your opportunity to break past this barrier and finally unleash the beast, because you got it in you. It's there. We just need to unleash it. So I'm a business strategist and automation expert. Recently, I became a rapid results business coach. I help businesses 2x, 3x, and even 10x their sales and revenue. The thing is, I'm new to the marketplace. Okay, if you can't tell, yeah, I'm new to the marketplace as a coach, and I'm building my clientele right now, and my name, of course, right? So now I know typically you may see coaches who are new reach out and offer beta courses, but as I explained, courses are not going to be the answer to your ultimate growth, okay? Whew, getting out of breath, guys. So, and if what is holding you back does ultimately come down to a fear or inability of investing in high-level coaching, then growth should not be your main focus, y'all. Okay? These courses are made for people who are ready to grow their business, okay? And I'm sorry I keep saying okay, but that's what they're for. They're not for someone who is not making a 5-figure income like clockwork every single month, who is still working on building their list, and they're still working on, validating their business, okay? Somebody who's just getting started, who hasn't validated their business, and I'm talking about, your signature program, your service, you as a representative of XYZ, come on. There's you're a dime a dozen. Why are people going to choose you? Until you validate the reason why people are going to choose you, then, you're not in phase 2 yet. And I'm telling you right now that most of you coming here, You're not even in phase 1 yet. You don't even really know your who's, your what's in your house. You don't really know yet. Okay, so you're not even in phase 1. Well, I'm going to put you in phase 1, day 1. Okay, and I'm going to have you in phase 2 in 30 days. I ain't even playing. That's what's going to happen for you. You're going to be making money this month. Okay, so just hold on to your britches, honey, because we're ready for a big ride. And hey, definitely your main focus should not be learning more stuff. Okay, gathering up more tools. Just, constantly adding to those monthly fees that you have to pay in order to keep everything going. And no. Growth is not your focus. Growth is what will give you the financial gain you need to expand your knowledge and skill sets. Okay? Oh, growth should be your main focus, not learning more stuff. Growth is what will give you the financial gain you need to expand your knowledge and skill sets, okay? So, yeah, we're growing out of that employee mindset, if you will. So, after looking at all of these facts, I decided to put together a program that would provide rapid results using what you guys already have within you, okay? And doing that right here on Facebook without a bunch of bells and whistles, costing you both time and money. Okay, I remain diligent in my efforts to keep the whole process as close to 0% startup cost. Okay, and I have to say, I'm pretty impressed at what I was able to come up with. I cannot believe, have you ever had those moments where you think back after you realize something and you're like, how was I so stupid that I never thought of that? It's like, it's so easy. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to die when you see this. So put away your funnels for surezies. Put away your autoresponders for surezies. Not really. If you've got them, hang on to them. You're going to need them within the next 30 days. Okay, so I also wanted to make sure you wouldn't need to spend hours and hours studying while your competitors are on here scooping up all your ideal prospects, okay? Again, I'm impressed with what I was able to come up with. We're talking micro teaching, y'all, micro teaching. We are going to take the meat and potatoes, okay? Small. We're not gonna a bunch of filler content in the modules that you have. Plus, you don't really have that many modules that you have to get through. Not at all. Just a couple. Most of the work that we do is going to be inside our hot seat coaching calls, our one-on-one calls, which you will get every single week. We're going to be doing hot seat coaching, I think about 5 times a week. If we don't do them that many times, it really is going to depend on what you guys want. If we don't do 5 days a week of hot seat coaching calls, we'll at least do 2 or 3. So I make sure that everyone has the opportunity to get in there for those. We're also going to do weekly workshops. So we are going to get some work done. And if you're not a techie person, let me just get on with this, okay? Because I cover that stuff. I mean, that's exactly what we're all here for, right? We're here to build your online presence and your brand awareness. What better way could I possibly hope to deliver that result to each of my members than by focusing on each business individually? Okay, that's my main focus, is I want to really get to know each one of you individually. I want to know what you're wanting to accomplish, and I want to work with you on getting that accomplished. okay? And we're going to talk about, you know, some of the things that you want to do might not necessarily be something that you need to get done today. But if what you want, okay, let's just use it as an example. Let's say, oh, you love Facebook challenges. You want to do a Facebook challenge. Well, great. We will do a Facebook challenge. There's going to be a couple of things that we're going to work on before we open up that challenge. But yeah, within a few weeks, oh yeah, we will definitely get your challenge out there. And it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast, and you're going to be doing the challenge with people that you've already talked to, people that love you, people that you love working with, people that you can't wait to wake up on Monday morning, the first day of the challenge, and see all these faces and really get to work with them in their business. I mean, whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to help them look beautiful. I don't know. But whatever it is that you're wanting to help them achieve, okay, you can't wait to wake up on Monday morning for that challenge, not because it's your challenge, but because you get to work with Melissa, Sally, and, you know, Vanessa. I mean, yay, right? So that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about you really building that brand. Okay, what's a brand all about? A brand is about, you know, people knowing who you are, knowing what they can expect from you. They look at you and they think, oh my gosh, you know, the heck with what she's offering, okay? Well, yeah, I want the things that she's offering, but hey, I'd be there just to freaking be there, just to say, hey, what's up? You know, what y'all doing over here? Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Brands are where it's at. That's where attraction is. Okay? If you're not attracting people, you don't have a brand. If you don't brand yourself, you're not attracting people. It's just how it is. So, and you know, the only other way to do it is through paid advertising. Or you can sit around and you can thumb around on Facebook all day and get a bunch of crickets. Your choice, right? So it's almost impossible to make it to 5 figures even within years, let alone 30 days. Okay, so I owe it to you as a coach to make it possible for you to get the individualized help that you need, right? I owe it to you guys. I mean, I'm here as your coach. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, so let's do it. During our sessions, we're going to create a crystal clear vision for ultimate success in your business, uncover hidden challenges that are keeping you from getting all the customers and recruits that you want, and more. And you'll leave the sessions feeling renewed, re-energized, and inspired to create the leadership business of your dreams once and for all. Okay? You will get clear on your niche, target market, and messaging. So your who's, your what's, and your why's, or your who's, your what's, and your how's, you're going to know those, okay? It's going to be concrete. You're going to develop a solid strategic business, so your model, your plan, and your daily method of operation, you got it. You got it, girl. So now you can just get up in the morning, freshen yourself up, open up your planner, and right there is everything you need to get done today. No guessing, no in your headness, okay? You're going to develop a solid strategic marketing playbook, your methods, your 12-month planner, and your tools that you're going to use to facilitate your sales process, okay? You're going to have all of that. Inside our weekly workshops, you'll be pulling together all of your plans and designs and bringing them to stage without the fear of confusion or overwhelm. Like I said, this is perfect for you non-techie types. You're going to get the hands-on support, and, you know, heck, if I have to do a little bit of virtual assistance with you guys, bring it. We're going to get it done, okay? during our daily hot seat coaching calls, you'll get your questions answered, hear the answers to others' questions, and we'll work together as a mastermind group in the collaboration of making each business the absolute best it can be. So, listen. When you go and you join like a group coaching program, okay? When you go and you do this, this is typically something that is offered to you. I am going to offer this to you, but here's the thing, okay? Usually your questions don't get answered, okay? Typically they don't. Typically you get in there, you get 2 seconds of the coach's time, you get to ask the question, the coach gives you their response. 9 times out of 10, you're not one of the people who get on so that you get your question answered. Typically the coach relies on the other people in the group to answer the questions, so on and so forth. For whatever reason, maybe you don't speak up, okay? For whatever reason, you're not getting your questions answered all the time. And that's something we're going to eliminate here. You are going to be able to ask your question with your peers. You're going to be able to ask your question in the hot seat coaching calls, which I am going to pull you ladies out. And we are going to talk about what your questions are, what your concerns are, where you're at this week, blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole 9 yards. You're going to get the opportunity to speak with me about whatever is going on with you or your business, okay? There's multiple times where you're going to get that opportunity, and you're not just going to be able, or you're not just going to get 2 seconds of my time where you can ask one question, I give you my response, and let's hope that I cleared that up for you, because if not, then you got to continue going on. There's going to be collaboration, okay? So if you've ever asked a question and it's been like, okay, the coach answers and you're all like, okay, yeah, but, well, you know, I tried that, but, you know, because there's always a but, and you need to be able to collaborate back and forth, okay? So that's important. And I want to get that to you guys. So we're going to be collaborating, you and I. We're going to be collaborating amongst the group as a whole as well, just like in a mastermind, okay? Plus, you'll be given the opportunity to share anything you're working on and get some virtual assistance work out of the way, okay? If you've ever wished you had an editor to review your work before you made it public, your wish is now being delivered daily. Daily. Anytime you guys want to throw me something and say, hey, what do you think this sounds like? Do you think I need to change this up? What do you think of this image? Does that convey my message correctly? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to teach you. Let's talk about some of the things that I'm going to teach you. So the number one most effective attraction marketing method, okay? This will allow you to not only find and pre-qualify leads, okay, but it ensures you'll never have to ask for the sale. They'll be begging you for the link. And I know that sounds scary because you guys are used to, like, you know, bombarding everybody with your links and everything, but you really don't have to send your link. In fact, you're gonna want to keep your link kind of like, because your link is valuable, and you want to only bring on people that you enjoy being with. And let me tell you something. When you do it this way, you get so many people hitting you up. you're not gonna feel, what do you call it? That word, like you're obsessed with getting those yeses. I mean, like you're hungry. You're no longer going to be the one who's hungry for your offers to be taken. You're going to be creating other people, a list, of people who are hungry for your offers. So they're coming to your table instead of you coming to theirs. Okay? I want you guys to start doing that. Okay? That's important. It's what Facebook wants you to do. It's what's going to keep you out of Facebook jail. Oh my goodness. I mean, if anything, Facebook's going to give you a pat on the back, right? So, listen, I know that might sound scary, but you'll be doing that and you'll be glad you're doing it. The right tools to get the job done professionally and how to avoid overwhelm and confusion, learning how to get it all set up. Now, here's a hint. There are only 3. The exact path to go from $0 to $1 million in only a year as an entrepreneur. Your company does not teach this. In fact, only one man unleashed this info during a high-ticket mastermind call in December of 2019. 1 in every 6 businesses have ever reached, or ever reach, actually, 1 million in under 12 months. His was one of them. And I'll be sharing those notes with you inside the program. You're also going to get the 7-step breakthrough process for coaches, consultants, and team leaders. You're going to learn how to escape the NFL club and become the go-to expert people dream of meeting one day. All this and more. So listen up, y'all. I'm technically supposed to be charging $5,000 for a 6-month contract per my being a new coach and all. Here comes the husband, of course. Okay, so as of right now, I am running a beta only, charging remember, this is a coaching program, and so that means it comes with a ton of services, okay? I need your help. I need your help putting together everything I should be putting into the program, okay? So this is going to become easily a $2,000 experience. This is all part of my No Client Left Behind Act. Plus, I really want to allow for huge savings up front. I do not want to see my clients investing in their businesses. Remember what I told you? I don't want to see you investing in a business that you don't know is going to provide you with an income. Okay? I've made that mistake 50 million times. It is not a good one. So I want to teach my clients to create businesses that can pay their own expenses and still provide my clients with their ideal income. This is what it means to validate, guys. My suggestion has always been for you to save that level of investment towards building and scaling your validated business into its phase 2 position, which you will be reaching in 30 days. So you may not know what I mean right now. I did kind of cover it earlier, but I promise we'll get to that. Okay, if you don't understand, let me tell you, you're going to understand a lot here in the next couple of days. You can take what I teach you and choose to invest in another coach, or you can go it alone. There's not going to be any hard feelings, but you will lose access after 30 days if you choose to break away from the program. This payment arrangement allows both you and I the time needed to not only prepare you for the big investments you'll face further down the line, but to also validate what direction you're wanting to head in. Not what direction I want to put you in, because if I had my way, you'd be on ClickFunnels, you'd be a SAM member, you'd be an MLSP member. I mean, You'd be doing all these things that I'm affiliated with, but that's not what I want for you. I don't want you to do everything my way. I think that's silly. And, you know, I mean, if we were all doing it the same way, then we'd all be out of business, wouldn't we? So, we want to validate the direction that you're heading in, okay? And that means to say, we'll make clear that this is a wise and appropriate investment for you and the direction you're headed in. Not my scripted funnel. Just like what I said. I am not here to try and convince you that you need to do it my way. We're going to talk about how you want to do it, and we're going to talk about putting that in line, making that a systematic process that you are going through, getting your 12-month planner, you know, all fixed up, focusing on what you have available to you today, what you can use for free now to get your business validated, to get your list of hungry people who are ready whenever you open cart to take you up on your offer. And you being able to work with people you really want to work with, doing things that you really want to do, not what some company tells you to do, right? Which, honestly, guys, that's not what they meant for you. They don't mean for you to come in and just do it in that box, okay? They mean for you to use that as an opportunity and then build your very own business around it. But unless you do it that way, I mean, they're not going to stop you from promoting them. You know, they're not going to stop you from bombarding your friends and family, just getting their mission and their brand and their products and their services and how awesome their company is out there into the world. They're not going to stop you. But they also didn't start it. They don't offer it to you because they really want you to be stuck as a representative forever. They really don't. That would, I mean, why wouldn't they just employee? Why wouldn't they just employ you then? You know, they don't want to employ you. They want to help you to have a successful life full of wealth, okay? And have a good time doing it. So that is really all I have for you right now. If you're ready, I'm going to fill out your application, send it in to me, and we're going to book a call so you and I can start talking together one-on-one, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, and get you going, okay? And I will see you within the week. We will be having our very first, if you're here in the beginning, we're having our very first workshop. So we're going to be covering the work part of things. Up until then, you know, I mean, you've got everything you need right there inside the group, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.